We had to re-record this because I had an intro that was making me laugh. Like, hi everybody, and it just reminded me of like a Sesame Street cartoon character. Like, hi everybody. I mean, it's just like, so we were just, let's not do that. Okay, so take two. Okay, let's do that. I am your licensed therapist, Christian counselor, and life coach. So I had a question from one of my followers, which was a really good question. He asked me, is it possible to have a relationship after trust is lost, or how do you regain trust, basically? And that was a great question. So whenever I have someone talk about trust that was lost in a relationship and can that relationship be saved, I always say it depends. You know, that depends on a lot of things. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. First, though, I want to talk about this idea of not the relationship itself, but almost really you've had previous relationships where trust was lost, trust was broken. Because generally that plays over again, like a recorder, okay? It plays over and over and over again in your current relationships. So if we don't fully heal from trust lost in previous relationships and learning how to heal from that, it's really hard to move into another relationship because I would need to know details, but if this person has evidence and has a reason to have lost trust in their partner, that's different from a lot of assumptions or suspicion. You see what I'm saying, where those are two different things? And the suspicion is triggering issues with trust because of previous relationships. So these things are always complicated, right? And that's why it pays to talk to someone directly about these things. But yes, you know, you can regain, you can continue a relationship where trust is lost, and you can regain some trust in a relationship. Okay? If the other partner is willing to meet you halfway, make some changes, it would require a conversation between the two of you and maybe a counselor. But you guys have to figure out, how can you learn to trust one another again? Where was that trust lost? What are some behaviors that are going to trigger suspicion? Is that person even honest about some of the things that you're wondering about? You know, and if, you know, once a person seems dishonest or you catch them lying, you know, it's not impossible to regain trust. It's just going to take that other person fully cooperating with regaining your trust. So they have to be fully invested in the process of regaining trust. They have to meet you halfway. That requires a conversation of openness, honesty, accountability. You know, even if that means you get to see their phone for a while, you know, until you are comfortable that they've changed their ways. Maybe letting you know something that you felt like they hid from you. Well, from here on out, I want to know, you know, if you're going out with coworkers and they're all female or something. I'm just making up stuff. Or, you know, your wife or your girlfriend, you know, is found out they were communicating with somebody on social media. I don't know, or old friends, old flames or something. And so now you want access to, you know, some of their messengers, or you want a promise from them they'll never do it again. And openness and honesty about the relationship itself. Those are some things that need to be talked about, because if there's reasons why someone is drifting other places, are they committed to the relationship? Is there something in the relationship that's caused them to lose interest, focus? What's going on? You know, there's a lot of reasons why we lose trust in one another, and there's ways to regain that trust. So depending on the situation, I think regardless of the details, it does require that other person's participation. Okay. But deeper than that, as I mentioned at the beginning, it does require you to figure out, is there some trauma that I haven't healed from in my past? Because that means you're going to be easily triggered by any and everything. You're going to lose trust. Any sign of shifting devotion is going to be a trigger for you. And depending on your partner, that may not work out very well. Okay? So all of these things run deep. Okay? Because everyone's different. Extroverts, introverts, personality types. Some of you need to be with someone who's maybe more of a homebody than someone that's out. These are just examples of how when we're picking a life partner, and I know, I say that especially nowadays in modern dating. It's not like we just can, let me pick a partner. I think a lot of people struggle to find partners. I think that's why you find yourself in compromising situations, but that's a whole nother video. But yes, if you do want some more information about how to heal emotionally from loss of trust, comment below. Let me know. If this was helpful for you, gave you some hope, also comment below and let me know. Give this a thumbs up. Share this with friends and family. Also, subscribe. If you are not following me on Instagram, you can also follow me there. I also provide some free mental health tips and posts on a weekly basis. You can get great information such as this. But I would love to talk more about emotional healing if you guys are interested in that. Let me know. Inbox me. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Mental Wellness Wednesday.